Let's find the volume of this prism. So volume of a prism is defined as the total space occupied by a three-dimensional object. So it is the total space occupied by a three-dimensional object. In order to find the volume of a prism, we use the formula area of base times height. So I have volume is equal to the area of the base times the height of the prism. This is usually written as volume is equal to B, capital B for area of base, times lowercase h for height of the prism. All right, so remember the area of the base formula may change. If you have a triangle base, that formula to find the area of that base will be different from the rectangle, which will be different from the circle. So you want to make sure you look out for that. When you're finding the area of the base of the prism, it will not always be the same. So be very careful with that. Also, remember the height connects the identical pair of bases. So obviously here I have a height of 13 centimeters, and these are my identical pair of bases. So let's jump into finding the volume of this given prism. So I'm going to look at the base because I want to first find the area of the base. So my volume is equal to, in this case, this base is a rectangle, so I know I'm using length times width. But then I can't forget that I have to include my times height as well. So now I want to plug in. I have a length of 9 centimeters times a width of 7 centimeters times a height of 13 centimeters. This gives me a height of 63 times 13 because I want to go ahead and simplify, which gives me a volume of 819 cubic centimeters. Very important. Remember, volume is always in cubic measurements. So very simple. Find the area of the base, remembering that that formula may change. Here it was a rectangle, so we have length times width, and multiply that by the height of the prism. Simplify. Remember your measurements are in cubic measurements.